The accusations of snitching have reached a boiling point in the 50 Cent versus Big Meech conflict, which has reached nuclear proportions. Now, Lil Meech is involved. The feud is dragging Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross into it. Lil Boosie jumped in to call out Lil Meech for his tactless response to 50's attacks. Boosie didn't hold back, saying that if someone came for my dad like that, I'd be ready for war. 50 Cent is on a relentless mission to expose Big Meech, claiming he has official court documents proving Meech's involvement in a cooperation deal with the feds. At this point, it seemed like Lil Meech took that advice to heart because, rather than directly retaliating against 50, he's using power moves behind the scenes by collaborating with his biggest rivals, Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, and you already know that 50 wasn't letting that slide. The paperwork drama did Big Meech snitch. The tension peaked on February 25th when 50 posted a screenshot of a message from 1090 Jake, the YouTuber who is known for exposing snitch allegations. According to 50 and Jake, the documents purport to link Big Meech's longtime associate Tammy Cowens to a federal informant operation, which, if accurate, raises serious questions about how. Tammy Cowens, The Truth and Nothing But the Truth Coming Soon, was the title that promised a comprehensive exposure and lowered Meech's sentence to 50. And what does this mean for Meech? Tammy Cowens was not just Meech's close friend. She was also his personal assistant, business partner, and head of BMF Entertainment while he was imprisoned. She even produced the 50's BMF series. However, here's the twist. Blue Da Vinci, a former BMF affiliate, has long claimed that Tammy flipped on Meech in 2009, turning into a federal informant just a year later. Jake received that paperwork at 1090. The $100 question is whether Meech knew Tammy was cooperating or if she was working with the feds behind his back. If the paperwork is authentic, Tammy's cooperation might have helped lower Mecca's sentence, which 50 is using to support his snitch narrative about third-party cooperation in the legal gray area. Because Tammy was not only Big Meech's close friend, but also his personal assistant, business partner, and head of BMF Entertainment, while he was imprisoned, Meech did not necessarily snitch on her just because she cooperated with him. Even though Tammy was a producer on 50 Cent's popular sitcom BMF, this is when things go wrong. Da Vinci, Lou, another former BMF affiliate, has long claimed that Tammy was a government informant. He claims that she turned on Meech in 2009 and began working with the federal government only a year after Meech made her the official owner of BMF Entertainment. Now people are wondering if Meech was involved at all. If the documents that 1090 Jake and 50 Cent are referring to are authentic, there are two possible outcomes. Meech knew Tammy was cooperating and provided her information that eventually aided the. He was unaware that Meech was utilizing his information to aid the government, but feds Tammy was working with them behind his back. However, let's face it, cooperation deals aren't always black and white. Third-party cooperation allows someone else to provide information that helps reduce your sentence, even if you weren't actively involved. As a result, even though 50 is pushing the snitch narrative hard, it's still unclear if Meech actually gave up. Tammy allegedly played a key role in reducing Meech's sentence, and now he's out here suggesting that Meech benefited from snitching even though he didn't personally testify, discloses his identity, or simply profited from having someone else speak. 50 is not only exposing Meech, but he is also targeting Lil Meech. After 50 publicly criticized Big Meech for allegedly cooperating, Lil Meech texted him to ask for an explanation, telling 50 that he was hurt that he unfollowed him, and reminding him that he introduced him to Skila Baby, and that he has always been loyal. Lil Meech even attempted to minimize his father's relationship with Rick Ross, claiming that Ross only provided financial support to his dad until the next season of BMF began, but 50 wasn't buying it, saying, "What's next season, Lil Ninja?" Lil Meech made fun of him, suggesting that Lil Meech is no longer officially a part of the BMF series, and then to make matters worse, 50 made another remark. I'll give Monis a call for him so he can be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Boosie, on the other hand, expressed his opinion that Lil Meech was being far too tactless about 50's disrespect, saying, "If someone came for my dad like that, I'd be ready to fight." Family comes first, Boosie stated unequivocally, and Lil Meech should have stood on it regardless of what. "He's done more for Lil Meech than Big Meech ever did," 50 retorted vigorously. Every time he was imprisoned, Lil Meech would phone him, and 50 was always the first to save him. A last-ditch effort that avoided confronting the accusations. By associating with two of his fiercest rivals, Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross, Lil Meech made a statement that wasn't accidental. Ross and 50 have been at odds for more than 10 years. Floyd and 50 were formerly close, but their friendship broke down due to personal attacks and money, which caused Lil Meech to leave. 50 Cent posted a picture of himself with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather at a Miami bowling alley. To add a little more shade, he included a slick caption that was a direct jab at 50. He also posted another picture of himself and Floyd wearing clothes from their Rich Forever collaboration. Oh, and to further twist the knife, Big Meech himself made a brief appearance over the phone to chop it up with Rick Ross and Floyd during the night. Of course, 50 posted a clip of, "Tell your pops I'm a lookout. What's the address? I'm going to send some wings over there," Lil Meech said in a conversation with Rick Ross, joking that Ross was most likely just sending Big Meech a Wingstop delivery. Currently, 50 wrote after everything that 50 Cent has done for Big Meech and Lil Meech, including bringing their story to television and helping Lil Meech become well-known in Hollywood. 50 Cent is done with the Flannery family. He obviously feels betrayed, and since Lil Meech is now hanging out with his worst enemies, it's clear that this feud won't be ending anytime soon. Some fans are so divided on this issue. Believe that 50 Cent is going too far and that he is spreading snitching rumors without any concrete evidence. Other people believe that 50 has every right to feel deceived, especially after all the chances he gave Lil Meech. This is demonstrated by a dramatic black and white montage of 50 Cent's most explosive Instagram posts, which are intercut with court documents flashing on screen, prison footage, and slow-motion shots of Rick Ross, Boosie, and Lil Meech looking tense. The narrator's urgent, gritty tone makes it clear that snitches get stitches, which is the law of the streets. However, when the paperwork is made public, even kings can fall right now. It's not only 50 Cent dropping signs that he is releasing material, such as court records, hidden recordings, and receipts that could destroy his targets' careers. The camera pans onto a blazing 50 Cent Instagram post while the beat from Many Men gradually develops chapter 1 of the blueprint of beef. Ross is an inebriated badass, even if you include Lil Meech, the star of his own popular show. Video of 50 and Ross's 2008 altercation at the BET Awards. Hip-hop historian. Most people are unaware that 50 has been gathering information about Ross since day one. This isn't just any old retaliation. It's been 15 years in the making, and now he's got the ammunition cut too. Unique video of a former unit member, FIF, who always stated that he would wait for the right opportunity to ruin Ross, rather than using documents and diss tracks. The narrator of Chapter 2, The BMF Bombshell, describes an animated simulation of BMF operations with redacted documents superimposed on the footage. Meech was created a legend by the BMF series, but these documents may make him appear to be in his 50s for the sake of proving it. The former federal prosecutor revealed that Meech not only profited from snitching but also planned it. Third-party cooperation is the nuclear option. While someone else speaks for you, it enables you to say that you never spoke. Security footage of Lil Meech meeting Ross at Miami Club in February 2023, timestamped by a street source, shows that the encounter wasn't random, and if 50's documents reveal that Meech set this up, the streets won't forgive them. He's stuck between the father and the man who made him famous, and Ross has been waiting years to reach 50 through Meech and Meech. he's attempting to display a chain of blurry but readable text messages between 50 and Lil Meech. The final words of 50's message are, "You picked the wrong side. Now see what happens." Chapter 4. Chill Boosie's Raw Cell Phone Blood Feud. The video of Boosie's tirade backstage at a concert in Houston shows narrator Boosie arriving with guns blazing. But 50 launched a military-skilled counterattack that I bailed him out of. The line wasn't just a diss, it was a calculated blow to Boosie's own snitch. Rumors then cut to a leaked legal document that revealed Boosie's 2011 cooperation agreement. This is chess, not checkers, and Boosie is standing on the principles 50 claims, which he previously broke. S stands for asterisk. However, Ross offered my dad enough bread so that he could pay his bills until the start of our next season. This internet asterisk man, you know, the asterisk is confusing me. Me as an actual asterisk, but in a follow-up post, 50 made fun of Lil Meech by claiming that he will eventually appear on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. 50 also showed no mercy to Lil Meech, clapping back, "What next season?" suggesting that he may replace him or cancel the show entirely. 50 said, "I'll give Monis a call for him later today." And just when you thought that 50 had moved on from Rick Ross and all of this chaos, he used some old footage of Lil Meech with Rick Ross' Kid Tour and criticized both Ross and Meech's parenting abilities. After he recently surfaced 50, Roberts, whom he had dated previously, asked why Ross had not helped Lil Meech and the Fennery family, asking, "Why didn't old boy look out for Meech and sent him to acting school? Big screech, all your people who were out did nothing for him." Additionally, 50 continued, "You come home thinking you're the Black Pablo Escobar, and F asterisk 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 him up." This made reference to rumors that Lil Meech lost his spot on BMF because of this controversy. 50 then pointed out that he helped Meech's family make millions off the BMF show, thus casting further criticism by 50 said, "I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault it's all gone," in an accusation that Big Meech had been wearing his son's jewelry in recent pictures. Asterisk asterisk, return his jewelry to the baby. 50 further emphasized his claim that he is working on a documentary that exposes Big Meech for supposedly snitching. He also included a picture of Tammy Cowan, claiming that she has all the paperwork to prove Meech is a rat. 50 stated the truth and nothing but the truth, and Tammy Cowan would be back soon. The recorded phone calls and all the documentation, but here's the catch. Ross may need to reconsider his entire movie plan because it won't be easy to get it off the ground if he has to ask 50 Cent for permission. Sources close to the matter told TMZ that 50 owns the film and TV rights to the BMF story, and nothing is changing on that front. Additionally, TMZ confirmed that 50's GUI film division is already working on Tammy Ken's life story to take the BMF saga to the next level. Fans are clearly divided on this one. Some believe 50 is being far too petty and should abandon his long-standing feud with Rick Ross. Even though it's ancient history at this point, many people are supporting 50, claiming that he has always been loyal, and that if you associate with the ops, you are no longer welcome. As for 50's continued obsession with Ross, you must realize that Ross is one of the few rappers who actually ended a feud with 50 without it having a significant impact on his career. 50's feud with Ross dates back to the 2008 BET Awards, when Ross claimed he didn't like the way 50 was staring at him. The real drama began when 50 claimed he didn't even realize Ross was present. When Ross released the Mafia song, he severely disparaged 50, suggesting that he was responsible for the fire that broke out at 50's baby mama Shani Gramkin's house. Naturally, 50 wasn't amused and responded with his diss track. "Ricky, officer now, if you're wondering why 50 phoned him, give me a try. Ricky, officer, this is because a picture that surfaced at the time revealed that Ross had previously been a correctional officer. However, as you are already aware, 50 wasn't going to overlook that. He released a video titled Warning Shot in which he directly threatened to ruin Ross's life for his amusement. 50 wasn't playing. Instead, he turned the feud into declining entertainment officer. Ricky's website has cartoons every Saturday, almost like a weekly program. In 2018, when Ross was admitted to the hospital after being discovered unconscious at home after a seizure, he didn't express his want for his death directly, but he did make it apparent that he wasn't praying for him. Ivan Drago's image from Rocky IV was shared by 50. It shows Drago standing over Apollo Creed, as he is dying and saying, "If he dies, he dies." That being said, given everything that has transpired between 50 and Ross over the years, it is reasonable to say that their feud will never be resolved. Declared in a recent interview that he would never respect someone who started out as a jail officer and went on to become a rapper.